Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and we're back with another episode of Love Island. It's hot, so I'm really trying to get this video done so I can get into the shower, yeah? So I can quick wash. So let's cut straight to the damn chase. A lot of things I need to talk about. So like the video for me, press that subscribe button, it's road to 50,000. Please share the video for me. Let the people them know who your boy TJ is, all of that. And of course, press the bell to be notified and yeah, you know the rest, man, you know the rest. The episode starts with a recap, and Summer basically feels like her bridge is burnt with Dami. Now, we all know that was never going to be the case. No one really ever properly beefs inside Love Island. I mean, in terms of like, you have to be civil while you're in the villa. You feel me? So obviously, they might not talk after the villa because they realise actually maybe our friendship weren't all that. Maybe our friendship was only based on the fact that we were in intimate settings together. Do you know what I'm saying? So who knows? I don't follow them after the show's finished. After that, it's done. I'll never see them again unless I see them at certain events. Now, Davide's recapping and he's basically saying how, once again, I've seen this side to Ekinsu that makes me not trust her. Now, I see both sides. Of course, I 100% understand why people think there's double standards. Davide is literally out here kissing girls with Molly in the bed and Coco on the benches or whatever. So that's where the double standards is. However, you know me guys, I see both sides. What some women who think it's double standards fail to understand is that he's more mad at the fact she wasn't honest about it. Do you understand? Because as far as he's concerned, we might not have seen it on camera, but he told her everything he did in it. And I believe that to be the case. But as far as he's concerned, he never actually caught a whiff of that. She's saying nothing happened. Something happened. You do not shut down a man on a roof like that if nothing happened. And as I said to you yesterday, it was a little fondle. 10-second fondle, minor. Admit what it was and keep it stepping. Something definitely happened, and Ekinsu wouldn't react like that if nothing happened, yeah? And he wouldn't tell people something happened if absolutely nothing happened. So yeah, I know we like Ekinsu guys, but come on, you feel me? Ekinsu again, she's also saying at the same time, I'm done, blah, 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 blah. Now guys, how long have I been saying this? They're not compatible. Yes, they have chemistry, which I've been saying. Yes, they're passionate, but they're not for the long term. He won't trust her and she won't feel trusted, basically. And she will get herself into trouble in the future. And that's not saying what she's doing is bad all the time. It's just what she's doing doesn't align with what he can take. Do you understand? But what I like about Ekinsu this episode, she says, I don't want to be a puppy. I don't want to keep coming back. And I was like, yeah, do your thing, yeah? You're getting in, I respect that. Now, Gemma and Luca talk, and Luca basically admits to overreacting and says that Luca basically takes accountability and wants to squash the beef. I'm kind of glad he took that peaceful approach. I mean, Gemma was getting more and more mad, but again, I understand her point of view, but again, Gemma, don't get too annoyed because you were flirting. At the end of the day, it just wasn't that deep. It really wasn't that deep, and Luca's reaction was grossly exaggerated. He didn't need to react like that. It was proper pathetic, really. He could have just shrugged it off, but he just felt like he was made to feel like a psycho and this and that. He was making it up, but clearly he's not that dumb. He's observed certain dynamics and he's seen what he's seen. So there you go. You validated what you've seen. Now what? Well done. Do you want a medal? Do you want a medal for now being confirmed, right? It's not really good news, is it? You'd rather just be secure and push it to the back of your mind and just trust that Gemma likes you or loves you, allegedly. But anyway, Summer then starts crying because she feels like shit. Now, I do understand this. I do feel like that was unfair to call her fake. I thought that was unfair on Dami. And Dami really isn't as likable as he once was. I'm not gonna lie, guys. He's lasted about 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it is, and I felt him. But when he's under pressure, when he's the one being kind of targeted and blamed for something, he really doesn't like it. And he struggles to take accountability. Yeah, now and then in the confessionary, he says, oh yeah, maybe I deserved it, rah, but you don't really, he's always quick to be like, oh, okay, can we be friends now? And this and this. And he doesn't really say sorry or this, that, and the other. And I don't like that about him. And I noticed that he did it with Summer again today. He said, can we be friends now? And she goes, well, you didn't really say sorry. You just kind of, you just took back the fake comment, but you should apologize for that. Do you understand why that comment hurt me? Yeah, and you lose a lot of brownie points for me there. Summer basically felt that he was sugarcoating their relationship, and I believe he was. Indiyah does actually see her side and says something like, she must have really liked him because, she just must have really liked him, basically. Ekinsu and Luca talk, and Ekinsu, the whole tears thing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know a lot of us were like, Ekinsu, don't change, keep being you, and we need the old Ekinsu back. I agree, but that was a really poor reality TV cry performance. I don't buy it. Sorry. Those tears about I'm fine. I personally I think she was trying to do a little performance there. She hadn't acted for a while, wanted to flex her, reality TV, whatever soap acting skills there. I weren't really buying that, to be honest. Again, Luca was saying something like, oh, do you see how it might come across though? Bro, I know you pride yourself on being this kind of straight talker and that, but you sometimes you just deliver it with such, you're just rude, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And the way you spoke to Andrew, yeah, you could never speak to me like that. Never in a million years could you speak to me like that. I would literally say to you, who the fuck are you speaking to, big man? You feel me? He's probably talking very disrespectful, trying to bully man and that. Davide and Ekansu talk, and I'm not even gonna talk about this. They just kind of, they have their little passionate toxicity. They're egged on to then kiss, and then they're all fine. Yeah, they look cute, but we all know there's no longevity here. We know this, yeah, it's been predicted already. Now, Dami and Indiyah, they then talk, and Indiyah actually openly tells him, it's got me questioning certain things, and those things are, what would you be like when I'm not there? Do you understand? That those are very logical doubts that Indiyah should have in her mind, and I'm glad she vocalized them like a human, like a good adult. But then the way Dami doesn't really reassure her. You know what, guys? There's a lot of donuts of the day in this episode. I feel like Deji could be a donut of the day in this episode. Indiyah could be a donut of the day. Could be Tash, could be Andrew. Guys, I don't even know who the D of the D is, The D of the D. I don't know who the D of the D is in this episode. I kind of want to give it to Indiyah right now for taking Dami back with such ease. I said in yesterday's video she was angry, and she was angry, but nowhere near angry enough. And she bottled it too easily. You know what? Yeah, it's Indiyah, because there's too many potential donuts of the day for so many different reasons, but I just feel like Indiyah took him back too easily, and Dami, he gets away with too much. I feel like he needs to really be shown the levels, and unfortunately, Indiyah, you are today's donut of the day. I feel like there probably is other donuts, but it is what it is, man. I love you, Indiyah, I do, but you made it too easy for him, and this whole Indiyah train, I'm just, I don't know. This is where the first game goes down, and this is what kind of breaks up the villa in today's episode, and this is where they basically answer questions like, who do you think's the fakest in the villa? Billy actually kisses Gemma's lips to, I think, who he fancies the most, and he's a ballsy little kid, I'll give him that, I can't lie, he's a ballsy little kid, and I like that. Obviously, it wasn't a proper full-on snog or whatever, but it was a kiss, so, which obviously comes back to bite him later, because he gets pied by Gemma, which I rate about Gemma. He's probably right though, she did try to do that to prove a point, but still, is what it is. Now, Dami rubs Andrew's feet because he thinks that he's been walked on, if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, by Tash. And Indiyah actually backs this. Indiyah shares the same sentiment. And I do rate that, to be fair, because she's not just a girl backing the girls for the sake of it, but she's actually thinking logically. Now, Adam gets a three-way kiss with Paige and Danica. Oh yeah, Dami proper kissed Ekansu, for whatever that was. See, this is what I'm saying. If I'm him in this situation, I'm just going to give her a kiss just to prove my loyalty to Indiyah. But as we see, Dami just doesn't play the game like that. He really goes in, and he's a great character to have on the show, don't get me wrong. But he just ain't. Tash then calls Ekansu and Davide fake, and then Davide and Ekansu are creasing, saying, you lot were in the bottom three, so they're what? Andrew basically feels hurt and betrayed by the fact that his boys, who allegedly say everything to his face, didn't tell him that's how they feel. And the way Luca was gaslighting and downplaying Andrew's emotions was really like bullying. I'm not gonna lie to you. How can you say, oh, don't be, what, really, it's about that? Dami, please tell me your reaction was like mine. What's that got to do with anything? You are a typical gaslighter, Luca, 100%. That is prime gaslighting. Really, really manipulating Andrew's emotions. Just because you're justified in your thinking, and I agree with your thinking, it doesn't mean you downplay and take the piss out of Andrews. Luca, you are a pretty shitty person, I can't lie. You're definitely coming across as someone who just thinks they're all like, just got this big mouth, and thinks they're just a straight talker and this, that, and you'll say things to your face. Bro, I rate the fact you can say things to your face, but just because you got that ability, it doesn't mean you won't get knocked out as well and punched in the face. Yeah, you say something to my face, you keep being rude, you get punched in the face. I'll shake your hand while you're knocked out on the floor and say, respect for saying that shit to my face, but this is what happens, innit? Yeah, just because you got that mouth, it doesn't mean that you're just invincible, bro. Like, the way you were talking to Andrew was really foul, I'm not gonna lie. And even the more I'm talking about it, he could easily get donut of the day for that as well, to be honest, just because Luca just is really coming across as like quite a nasty person in this episode. Now, I don't believe, none of these people are wholeheartedly nasty or good, there's balanced. But we're seeing a very different side to Luca. Andrew was killing me though, because he was saying, oh, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. He was literally ready to cry, bro. He was literally ready to cry. He's such a funny, when he gets emotional, he really can't lie. He really acts like a child. He's like, no, fuck it, I don't care anyway. No, they're dickheads. You know what I'm saying? He's literally like, he's proper, he can't hide it, which is nothing wrong with that, but just be like, cool, they hurt my feelings. They're my friends, my best friends, you know what I'm saying? Cool, so they all go to sleep, boom, boom, boom. The next day comes around. Billy basically fingered Danica. And Danica basically gave him a little handy J. Yeah, so they opened the salon, as it were. Now, guys, let's talk about the whole Deji, Billy triangle. Guys. What did I tell you about Billy and Danica? I told you, stop trying to force Billy and Danica. The same thing with Davide and Ekinsu. I know I was bang on about that, and I'm spot on this time. And I know I'm right about this, yeah? Billy is not interested. Read what he said in the confessionary. He was saying, this is after he's opened the salon, by the way. He's talking about, I'm just waiting for that, you know, that thing. They don't have no spark, guys. Danica's really trying to force it, and I feel bad for her, which means I now feel bad for Deji, because Billy is the one in control of the whole situation. He doesn't like her anywhere near as much as Danica likes him, even though Danica knows deep down that they don't have that spark. She knows deep down, but she openly admits that she wants to put her eggs into one basket at a time, basically. So it's a bit techie. And she continued to reiterate to Deji how she wants to put her all into Billy. I rate the fact he kept trying, and I can't knock it, to be honest. I actually can't, because what else are you meant to do? He's probably reading all these signs and he's thinking, F it. Like, I've still got to make my presence known, as he said. But she is not interested in Deji at all, guys. Even when Indiyah was trying to say, yo, you should, you know, you owe it to yourself to now explore and have your fun or whatever, you know, keep your options open. She was like, yeah, no, I'll do that. But I kind of want to see where Billy goes. Bro, she's not interested. I'm telling you now, she's not interested in Deji. I don't even want to see people getting behind that, because as much as I want to see them together, I mean, they look good together in a sense, she's not interested. Does she even like brothers? I feel like the best she'd like is mixed race guys, obviously Josh. But there's a difference between lighties and dark-skinned brothers, yeah? Some people draw the line at lighties, you get me? And I feel like she could be one of them, no. She could be one of them. I don't really know if you're black ones, no. But hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't really know in it. I can't really see that. But listen, Deji, keep doing your thing, keep trying, and yeah, we'll see how that transpires. But obviously Billy ain't gonna want to pursue that long term. He'll make it to the final with her maybe, or whatever. They all go, you know, it's all cute, and then give it a week or two, they're done. They're done after a week. We'll start seeing it on the news and that or whatever, on the social media. Now, finally, the last game. Danica, so SNOG, marry or avoid. Danica chooses Billy to kiss, Davide to marry, and Luca to pie. Tasha kisses Billy, which is actually kind of mad, but I hear it. At least she's being honest. Obviously marries Andrew and then pies Luca and gives him a bit of attitude. And I like that, to be honest, because she's allowed her own opinions as well. She clearly feels Luca and Dami have been fake to her. And I understand why, because you literally have not been supportive of your alleged friend's relationship at all. Now, I understand their logic. I'm not blaming them for their logic. I understand how it can look, but are we going to continue to hold her accountable like that? I don't know. I think people really hate to let people move on. If they're actually happy together, so be it. I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Ekinsu kisses Adam, marries Davide, pies Dami, which is quite interesting because she feels that, you talk to me, but then you go and egg at other boys on. And I think that's quite interesting. Very interesting. Some of them comes with the attitude. She says, I ain't trying to kiss none of y'all. Yeah, none of y'all meows. Yeah, she marries Billy, which is quite interesting. Obviously kisses Adam again. So Adam was getting some love. And then he pies Dami, obviously, get back gang and that. Gemma chooses Dami to kiss, and then obviously marries Luca, says I love you, and then pies Billy. And Billy made me laugh. He's like, oh yeah, go on, she has to prove a point. And I do hear that, to be fair, but whatever. Indiyah's funny because Indiyah kisses Deji, marries Billy, and then pies Dami. Now, I didn't actually see that coming, to be honest. For some reason, I didn't see that coming, but then it makes sense. Of course it makes sense, and I'm glad that it did happen like that. But then what we see in tomorrow's episode is Dami clearly is, you petty bitch, I'm petty too, and starts doing the exact same stuff. And that to me shows toxicity and how he's not actually trying to prove he likes Indiyah. You know what I'm saying? It's game playing to him still. Now, Paige kisses Adam, marries Dami because they're besties, and then pies Luca. And to be honest, guys, that's pretty much it, really. I'm really, really hot. So, guys, I'm actually going to cut the video right there. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Please leave them in the comment section below. Ultimately, that's my opinion because I don't really know shit. I'm just a man in his 20s. Peace.